Okay, we're ready? Let's go. You're bringing this one in?
I'll bring it in. Here we go. Fix that mop of yours.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Welcome back to Classic Blend Cartoons, number 77.
Yeah,
Double
man.
7. 77. Wow. What do we do here, Kenny? We do some things. We do some cool things on this thing.
Well, we were each generated a cartoon randomly. I don't know what he has. He doesn't know what I have. We're going to tell you. When you find out, he finds out. You know, that's the thing.
How it goes.
When you find out, I find out. That's it. We're going to make something new.
Brand new.
Right? We're going to create some overlap of the sequel variety, and there will be a shared universe happening in the cartoon land for the 1980s, because the 80s are still going on. Your favorites are still going on. There's no reason to be sad. And that's it. Saturday morning cartoons are coming back, by the way. They're coming back.
Kenny, very quickly.
They're coming back.
You perfect segue into what I wanted to ask you, actually.
Yes.
Because you are famously known on this show and out in the world.
Hating cartoons?
Number one, hating cartoons.
Hating talking about
but
cartoons.
Hating
Cartoons.
saying that live action shows during your Saturday morning cartoons are
don't do
not. Briefly,
They're not ideal.
Briefly explain to me why.
Why? Because Saturday morning cartoons, Chris.
Are just that, cartoons.
Exactly. I don't need... First of all, when you turn on Channel 5 on a Saturday morning and you see news, you're like, what is happening right now? Why am I watching a news report? Like, why are there real people on the TV screen right now? This is cartoon time. So when Saved by the Bell came out, nope, I was a holdout. I was like, nope, I'm not doing this. This is not happening. I want cartoons. I want my X-Men. I want my Camp Candy. I want my Pac-Man. I want my RoboCop. I want cartoons, period. That was it.
Yeah.
I didn't care about the live action stuff. So, yeah, Going Bananas, nope, didn't want it. Saved by the Bell, nope, didn't want it. Stupid Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, nope, didn't want it.
That would be great if that was the thing. You see, for me, I didn't consider them that. I just considered those shows, any of them on Saturday morning, were my shows.
Well, that's
what I considered my shows.
You know what I felt?
Mom, I gotta go watch my shows.
Those were my sister's shows because she watched that stuff. And I was like, no, I'm not watching the same nonsense.
No, I meant all of it. All of it. The X-Men, the Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, but Saved by the Bell wasn't a part of it. My sister would watch that, and I didn't want any part of it because live action. To me, it wasn't good enough to be on TGIF, Chris. It wasn't good enough to be on last night. Why am I going to watch it in the morning on Saturday? They have to bait the kids into watching it.
All right.
They can't put it on
I
at
said
night.
briefly. You've said it. Let's move on, guys. We're about to jump.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about two cartoons, like we said. Kenny's favorite. Kenny has G.I. Joe.
A real American hero. Okay, he's got Mr. Ben with two N's.
That's it.
Is this like Benson, Little Benson, the cartoon?
Well, you'll find out.
Oh, gee, G.I. Joe. OG G.I. Joe.
Oh, G.I. Joe. Well, we got G.I. Joe yet again.
Here we
Did
go
we ever get
again.
him in a cartoon form?
Yes, G.I. Joe and Masters of the
He-Man,
Universe.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, so we had it. This is the third time it showed up. One time it was a toy. One time it was a cartoon.
It was cartoons.
This is the second time cartoon, right?
Now it's
Okay, so here we go. 1983 to 1986, 2 seasons, 95 episodes. This was one of those shows that ran on the days. You know what I mean?
Kenny just wrote down in his notes Action Force.
And
that's it.
I just wrote that. If you're watching the stream, you can see me write that down before the episode.
That's good, man. All right.
Listen, man, I'm winging it with G.I. Joe, man.
Because you know it.
You know what I mean?
You know it.
Everybody knows G.I. Joe. Everybody knows Duke and Scarlet and Snake Eyes fighting, Destro, Cobra Commander, and the Dreadnoks. You know what I mean? And Zartan. And then eventually Serpentor from the movie. And the Gung Ho, Roadblock.
What did they do?
Snow Job. You had them all.
What did they do? They
They
fought.
fought each other, man.
the-
The terrorist organization known as Cobra
Right.
was a threat to humanity in the world.
That's right.
They wanted to take it. They wanted to take it over, and Joe said nope. They even recruited the refrigerator, the fridge.
That's right. The fridge. Yeah.
They also recruited
Sergeant Slaughter?
Sergeant Slaughter. Yep. And that's it. I want to say they recruited Mr. T also, but I'm not positive.
Yeah. I vaguely maybe.
Did they have a Mr. T?
Maybe.
They did recruit the Street Fighters. Remember they had the G.I. Joe toys that had the Street Fighter 2?
Yeah,
They
that's
were
right. That
ridiculous
was
looking.
dumb. And their call, their battle cry.
Yo, Joe.
There you go. Yeah.
I don't know what else to tell you about
I
that.
always think it was Gojo.
They were always, don't look.
Okay.
They were always specialized. Each person, like Barbecue was like the flamethrower guy.
Yeah, right.
Like cool things
and
like
also
that.
Charbroil, he was famous.
Charbroil, yeah, they had multiple people. That did
All right, so we know G.I. Joe, but do you know Mr. Benn? Mr. Benn with two N's is a show from the BBC, 71 to 72. Oh, there's a little bit out of a wheelhouse, actually. Huh.
Really?
Interesting. Oh, see, sometimes you don't know. There were 14 episodes of this, but they were like 15-minute long episodes. And this was...
there are a lot of custom G.I. Joe Mr. T figures. I don't believe he was an actual thing.
Oh, no, he was a mail away.
No, I don't think he was.
Wasn't he a mail away?
I don't think he was.
Come on, I think he was a mail away.
There were a lot of... I'm looking
Yes,
at
because he had the thing.
No.
Yes.
No, he didn't.
Oh, no, that's what's his name. Never mind.
Yeah. These are all customs.
Gridiron?
These are all customs.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of, like, Barbecue or Charbroil.
No, Charbroil. That wasn't Charbroil.
Okay.
All right, let me finish talking about Mr. Benn, okay?
Talk about it.
Mr. Benn, he's a man that wears a black suit and a bowler hat. He visits a fancy costume place.
Was this like a British show or
Yes,
Canadian?
British. And the shop owner was a mustachioed, fez-wearing man. And what happened was he would suggest a costume for Mr. Benn to wear, and he'd put the costume on and then enter he'd leave the shop through a back magical door in the back. And if he was wearing a knight outfit, he'd go, and now he's in the world with knights, and he can talk to a dragon and stuff. And he had the adventure.
Really? That he put on the outfit?
The costume was, yeah.
That's kind of
And
neat.
then at the end of the show, yeah, it was actually pretty cool.
I
At the
feel
end
like
of
they
the show,
did him a disservice by calling it as Mr. Benn.
well, because it's Mr. Benn. Like, that's who he was. It's like his name is Mr. Benn.
But that's the thing is,
Hey, man, it's British. You know, they did some nice kooky things. And at the end, the shop owner would come back and be like, "Hey, time to come home." And then there was always like he'd always keep a souvenir.
he'd go and like take a dragon's toenail.
Something, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty quaint. The
All right,
animation style,
Yeah.
not really animation though. It was that like, let's photograph a storybook and then maybe have it move or maybe have a character
right?
move
like
a little
cardboardy,
bit.
like a little bit
Not
like
even
early South
cardboardy,
Park?
no, like drawn, like actual. Like, I'm going to take this piece of paper and we're going to draw his mouth open here and close here and we're going to shoot here and then we're going to go over here. Like, it's weird.
That's weird. I don't know.
Anyway, okay.
Okay, so
G.I. Joe and Mr. Benn.
All right. I like the concept of this costume.
Costume
change.
and you go into the
I
world.
kind of like that. I like the idea of adventures in G.I. Joe land.
Yeah, okay.
Right, where they can.
where I was going.
Now that's the thing is, they already have their own costumes each. Like I said, I'm Charbroil.
Snake
I have
Eyes,
this thing. I'm Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
They have these outfits.
Lady
so
J.
land of ninjas, and then or they had Cover Girl. Yeah, right. All kinds of crazy things.
Cover Girl. They
true.
just couldn't, man.
It's true.
They just
Baroness.
couldn't. Who was the astronaut
Baroness.
guy? Remember that guy?
Oh my gosh.
And then the other guy, he had the plane on his back, remember? And he had like the big
Yeah,
helmet.
like he was like a. Is that your pen?
Yeah.
Okay, you might want to leave that with your person. So, yeah, well, that's
So
the thing is like,
okay.
do they have adventures? Does it follow a Joe or a Cobra?
I mean, I was
in
going
each
to just
episode,
say.
or do they all say, okay, let's put on our night outfits, and now they can all go and battle?
Well, I was going to say Mr. Benn
Dragon.
puts on those costumes, those particular costumes, and goes into.
So Mr. Benn is a Joe.
Well, he gets to be a Joe because he has the adventures of the Joe. Kind of like Quantum Leap.
So he puts on a Joe's costume and he becomes that Joe.
I mean, it doesn't have to become that particular Joe.
No. I kind of like this idea of he
almost
has
like-
just like a wardrobe
Almost like
filled
Quantum Leap, where he goes in
with I need to solve this, but from the Joe's perspective.
Yeah.
So he goes into the land of the Joe every episode in a different suit.
Yeah.
But sometimes he needs help from the bad guys.
Does he?
Yeah. Sometimes he goes in there and puts on the pair of glasses and he's the Baroness.
Or he puts on a metal head and becomes Destro.
Correct. Or just a hood over his head and he's Cobra Commander.
Or a snake on his head and it becomes Serpentor.
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 That's interesting. Chris he's got a lot of misspeaking today. A little bit of,
Man.
and it's okay.
So what do you think? You
It's
like
all right.
that?
I kind of like the idea. Yeah.
What can we call this thing?
G.I. Benn? G.I. Benn. Mr. Benn.
Yeah, G.I. Benn, yeah. Mm-hmm. You know,
G.I.
in
Benn.
episode 76, we made it through the whole episode basically not combining titles.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that.
We didn't actually
we
combine
did it
titles.
twice on this one. But that's okay because that's exactly what it is. He's G.I. Benn. He's not G.I. Joe. If his name was Joe, that would have been perfect because it would have still been called G.I. Joe. Do we want to call G.I. Ben a real British hero?
No.
No?
No.
Why?
Because he's not. He's becoming an American hero.
But hold on. It was called Action Force over there in the UK.
Oh, now you're at...
Ben Force.
No. Hold on. Bear with me here.
Yeah.
Ben of Action Force.
No. G.I. Ben it is. If you like the toys and you like the cartoons and you like the games and you like the movies and you like the TVs.
All from the 80s.
You like 80s things. You like 80s trivia. Watch Do You Even 80s, bro. If you want to join our team, join our team. Make a mock-up of this. Mr. Ben hanging out in G.I. Joe garb. Right? Why not? Why not?
Do it.
Join us Monday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Twitch and interact with us. Explore these concoctions with our people.
You talk to us on that Retro Squad on any of your social medias.
Or that.
And don't forget, we also have a trivia show called Do You Even 80s, Bro? It's a fun show. Check it out. It's all on this YouTube channel. If you're watching us on YouTube, we also stream it on, like Kenny said, on Twitch. That's going to do it.
If you live 80s and prosper, Chris is gonna love you for that.
He beat me to it. He beat me to it. Okay, that's how we're ending it.
That's it. Take it.
Take it. Care for
Take
it.
it. Yep.
Yeah.